Today we're watching some church TikToks, doing something completely different. I'm not a huge social media guy, but I can appreciate a good TikTok just like everyone else can. And I thought, you know what, why not just make a video reacting to some? Hopefully some of them are going to be funny. Hopefully some of them we can use as a learning moment. I don't know. But again, something completely different for me. Last time I did a reaction video, I did a reaction video to a Brandon Lake song or something when I was like young. I think that might still be up on my YouTube channel. I don't know. But today, doing something a little bit different. Something that's not really in my line of content usually, but I think I want to start doing more of it. We're just going to go through a couple of TikToks and hopefully we can laugh. Hopefully we can find something funny. Hopefully we can relate to some of them, okay? Let's see. First one here. Church greeters getting ready to ruin introverts. Okay, that's actually funny. That is actually funny because sometimes it feels like that. I know people who feel like that, like especially in a lot of modern churches, you have greeters standing on either side and they're welcoming people. Hey, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Great to see you. Welcome in. And I know sometimes it can get overwhelming for a lot of introverts. So this is actually really, really funny. It's actually like, it's relatable. On one hand, I'm more of an extrovert, but even still, sometimes when I'm not in a great mood in the morning, it's like, great, these people. I gotta smile and say, hey to everyone, hey, 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 hey. I'm kidding, I love people. I personally love people. But I do know people who are like, oh man, not these people again. So on one hand, it's actually funny, but it's actually shedding light on something that a lot of introverts do deal with. Some people, they're a bunch of extroverts, they're right at the door. And for some introverts, it's overwhelming just to walk into church because there's people, they're already on a 10, they're already on their third cup of coffee. So yeah, I mean, I kind of get that. Okay, next one. This is not the church. This is the church. I get it. I do get it. The building is a church. The building is it's a church. It's a physical building. It's a church. But when the Bible talks about the church, it's not talking about one building. It's talking about the body of believers. It's talking about a bunch of people. And so if you take the people out of the church, it's just a building. At the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's the people that matter. Colossians talks about how Jesus is the head of the body, and that's the church. The body is a group of people. It's not a building. That's a great reminder because sometimes we think, the church is the building. It's great to have a building to meet in, but there are people who will meet together and they don't have a building. Some people meet outside. Some people, they meet underground in homes across the world. So the church isn't just a building. It's a group of people coming together. POV, you're volunteering at kids' church camp. Okay. I've done that before. I've definitely done that before. It's like his, kind of like a little vlog, I guess. Just leaving the house. Going to camp, checking in, all the good stuff. All the different colors. My church does this for sure. You know what? Let's go back to, let's finish this first of all. Okay. He's back by 4 p.m. That's nice. Goes to sleep and then works out pretty good. He's committed, that's for sure. Okay, let's go back to the beginning here real quick. Let's go back to the beginning. Look at the way he wakes up. I'll be honest, sometimes I don't wake up like that. I'm more a morning person than a lot of people in my family. But sometimes I'll be like, oh man, I forgot it's Sunday again. Gotta get up and, shower, get some cold water on my face. Obviously, this is content. I'm sure he doesn't wake up like this, but I wish I could wake up like that. I wish I could. I really wish I could. Maybe I can. I don't know. Okay. Last one. Well, let's see. Maybe last one, maybe not. Why don't you find the guy at church? Okay. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. I know a lot of young people feel like there's no suitable person their age at church. And I kind of get it. Like I know people who feel just like this. Like they look around, people are like, hey, let's just look in the church. There's all sorts of godly people in the church. And then you look and all the godly people, they're married or they're old, or no disrespect to old people. But yeah, it's actually kind of funny. I know people who feel exactly like this. My heart hurts every time I see people using their phone in church. That is a sin. So hopefully this is rage bait. Because I would not know what else this is. What are you recording this on? A book? A big camera? This is a joke. Definitely a joke. Gotta be a joke. I use my phone in church. I do. I'll admit it. I do. Not like to scroll TikTok, but if I forgot my Bible app right there. It's nice and easy. Sometimes if someone has something urgent, I will text them back in church. I would rather they text me and I text them right back than they call me and my phone isn't on silent or something. I will. It's definitely not a sin. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, don't, thou shalt not use your phone in church. I just think this is funny because you're actually recording this on a phone. I assume. So that's actually funny. That's actually entertaining. You know what? Who am I kidding? Let's keep going. POV, the pastor says, turn your neighbor. That's definitely happened to me before. I think it happens to everyone if they've been in church in a while and your pastor's that sort of turn your neighbor person. You turn your neighbor's already turned to someone else. Yeah, I get that. It looks funny to watch it like this. It's awkward in person. It's awkward when it actually happens. They say, hey, turn your neighbor, you greet the person sitting next to you, say, hey, and that person's turned the complete opposite way. And just stand there like, and you look to the person on the other side of you, and they're also facing the other way. It's like, everyone's like this, and then they turn out like this, and you're sitting there like, hey, what about me? It's awkward. It happens. It's awkward and definitely happens, but it's funny. This is definitely the last word. Last one. This is definitely the last one. Let's see. You get to church 45 minutes early to make friends, and no one chats with you. This one's actually kind of sad. And I kind of get it. Sometimes, I felt like that. You get somewhere and there's a lot of people, but you're just standing around awkwardly and you're like, shouldn't there be someone to talk to? Now, obviously, at some point you got to be the one to put yourself out there and you got to go introduce yourself to other people. But I know exactly what that feels like to be somewhere and no one talks to you. It's like the greeters in the door and they're like, hey, good to see you. But as soon as you walk in, you're like, okay, everyone's kind of talking to their friends and in different people. And yeah, it happens. It does happen. Now, I would be curious to know how much of this is obviously just staged for content. Obviously, you're recording this with something. You set a phone up on a tripod or a camera or something. And so I wouldn't be surprised if no one's talking to you if they think you're filming something, if they think you're recording something. Hey, if I think you're recording something, I'll stay out of the way most of the time. I'm also the sort of guy who's going to go photobomb random strangers because I feel like it. But if I see you recording something, I'm not going to go walk up to you. So obviously you got to keep that in mind. But I definitely know what that feels like. Again, if you're shooting content, even if you were expecting someone to talk to you, I know even if I walk into my home church, I'm a content creator. Duh. I'll carry cameras sometimes. I'm recording this on a camera. I'll bring one of my cameras. And definitely, for sure, 100%, people will talk to me. People will approach me less if I got a camera in my hands. It just looks like I'm busy. It looks like I'm doing stuff. The people who actually know me and know what I do, they don't care. They'll come talk to me either way. But it definitely has an effect on whether people talk to you or not. Not to take away from this. This happens. This does happen. I've been in places before where I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, I'm the guest here. It's been a while since I've been here. Maybe I've never been here before. And I guess I have to take it upon myself to go meet people because apparently everyone else is too distracted or too busy talking to their friends to come talk to me. I get that. That should not stop you from coming to church, though. Even if no one comes and talks to you on your first time in church, I would not let that stop you from coming back. Obviously, these are funny. I think these are hilarious. There's actually some sort of humor in these. But I would hate for you to see one of these, like this last one, and be like, see, that's why I don't go to church, because I'm worried I'm going to feel even more lonely. No, that's not an excuse. Even if you feel like people don't approach you, even if you feel like, I don't know, I would encourage you to go find a Bible-believing church and go attend. Try it out. Hey, if you feel like, it's not exactly, give it a try. Just give it a try. If you're trying to decide, hey, what do I do this Sunday? Maybe put it on a checklist. Hey, go to church. Just try it out. If you've never been before, maybe you haven't been in a while, I would encourage you to go back. Just try it out. Yeah. Okay, that ended up kind of being like a teaching moment. I didn't mean for that to be the case. But yeah, obviously these are meant to laugh with people and not laugh at them. I love the church. I love the local church. There's absolutely nothing like it. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this. This was me doing something very, very different, something I haven't done before. If you liked it, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you can on the platform you're listening on. Share this with a friend if you think they'll find it funny. And I will see you in the next video. I don't really know what else to say. Goodbye. Adios. See you next time. Toodaloo. Peace.